One of the biggest errors that I see at the beginner and intermediate level is actually not hitting the ball hard enough sometimes on putaways. A lot of the players that I teach will get an easy shot right here and they'll try to hit it hard, but they won't quite connect with it to get that putaway power that's going to end the point. In pickleball, if you get a shot up here, the point's got to be over. You have to finish it. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to get as much power as possible on your putaways. So we all know that the right way to play pickleball is by hitting a lot of dinks and keeping it in the kitchen. But if you're able to earn an opportunity to slam one out of the air, we got to take advantage of it. So we need to make sure that we're hitting the ball super hard in order to put it away when it's above our shoulder. So anytime I'm able to attack a ball out of the air from up here, the first thing I want to make sure that I'm doing is I'm actually attacking. Something I see a lot of is players will occasionally hesitate on this ball because it's so ingrained in their head to go soft on everything that they sometimes don't recognize that this one we want to attack. So the first step is to make sure that you're recognizing your green zone, which is any ball that's up above your shoulder level. No matter where we are on the court, we're going to attack that. As long as we're not in transition, the ball's flying out. So from right here at the kitchen line, this ball I'm going to attack. One of the most fun parts of pickleball is being able to track your progress from a beginner all the way up to an advanced player. In order to do that, you need a rating system that's reliable and accurate, so that way you can tell how much better you're getting compared to other players. There's one rating system out there that's the official rating of the Pickleball Clinic. It's the UTRP rating. It's reliable, it's accurate, and it's gonna allow you to track your progress and see how you compare to other players. There's two things that we're gonna wanna think about. One is your preparation. This is one of the few times in pickleball where we actually wanna take a pretty big backswing. Now, I don't mean taking a backswing like this where the paddle is nowhere to be found, but I mean taking one actually behind our body. Because in order to hit the ball hard, we have to wind up to accelerate the paddle. Imagine you're driving a car and you want to go 0 to 60. You can't do that in like 10 feet. If you accelerate a car over 10 feet, you're only going to go a couple miles an hour. If you want to get to 60 miles an hour, you need extra space for that car to accelerate because it takes time for it to get to that maximum acceleration. If you want to get to 100 miles an hour, you need even more space. So, same thing with our pickleball paddle. If I accelerate from here out, no matter how hard I swing, I'm not gonna get nearly as much power as if I took a bigger backswing. So once I have a soft shot that comes up above my shoulder level, that's where I actually do wanna come back here and cross the plane of my body so I have the paddle behind me. A couple key things happen when I rotate to get my paddle back. So one, my shoulders turn, which coils up my body. So when I have my feet facing straight ahead and my shoulders turn here, what happens is I get a little bit of a slingshot effect where, you know, if you have a slingshot, you pull it back, the farther you pull it back, the harder it goes forward. Same thing happens with your body. When I coil up here, the more I coil and create that tension with my lower body, the harder I can unload when I go to swing into the shot. So I want to make sure that I'm turning so I not only create that runway, but I also create some tension that allows me to unload into the shot. So first, I'm going to make sure that I'm preparing by getting my paddle back and I'm turning my shoulders. Then from here, I'm gonna swing out to get the ball with this shoulder rotation. I wanna make sure that I'm super loose. I can't hit the ball really hard if I'm not loose. I'm gonna be gripping the paddle a little bit tighter than I would be on a dink, but my shoulder and my arm is gonna be super loose so that I can snap through the ball. If I try to muscle it by holding my paddle super tight and having all this tension from grabbing my paddle super tight in my arm, I'm not gonna be able to accelerate super fast. Just like if you've ever played golf or played tennis, they always tell you, if you want to hit the ball hard, you have to be relaxed. I can't hit the ball hard from here. I have to be super loose so that it just flows through and I can whip through the ball. Now, when I go to swing, I'm going to contact the ball out in front here. So as I come through, I want to make sure that I'm getting it out in front, because if I hit it too far behind me, that's where I'm not going to get enough power because I haven't accelerated. So I want to make sure that as I come through, I'm hitting it all the way out in front and then I'm following through all the way to my target.